rise the ticket price.
Okay, so which won't be feasible in the rural
I don't
areas.
think so.
People will not be able to afford it.
Yeah.
Okay. Now coming down to your relation with radio.
Yeah.
You're an employee of All India Radio. You've spent many years working, and to the state's pride, you have also you've also managed to bag the RAPA award some time back. So what does the award mean to you, and how do you look at your relationship with radio?
Radio is very close to my heart, because when I was a child, radio was the only entertaining media for us.
Okay.
We used to listen different type of songs, different talks, dramas. We have grown up with radio.
Okay.
And when I came to Guwahati to study for higher studies, I was associated with Jivabani. And at that time I produced several type of documentaries, several dramas, features like that, and I got ample opportunity to use my creative talent.
Okay. Okay.
Mr. Dhiren Rabha, he was a program executive there.
Okay.
Later he became station director of Durasang Guwahati. He gave me almost all freedom to do whatever I like.
All right. That's a big thing, you know, getting that creative freedom and support. Yeah. So, and what does RAPA mean to you? Like,
RAPA means a lot.
Okay.
Because this is the recognition I brought for the highest organization of this field. I brought it for my station, that I have contributed something to my station.
Okay. Yeah. And how do your colleagues react to it? Like, I'm sure they're excited, but apart from that,
I would like to clear one more thing.
Yeah.
The RAPA award, we got it. It was a joint production with one of my colleague, Prabal Sharma. It was about a non-fisher category. It was a documentary on AIDS orphans.
Okay. Okay.
And we feel proud to say that this is the first program on AIDS orphans.
Okay. That's great.
We did it on the occasion of World's AIDS Orphan Days.
Okay, fine. Going back to your interest in designing, you started your career with print media. Would you like to share, you know, like how much did that contribute to what you are today?
In print media, first I used to write some articles and poems, and I used to send it to newspapers published from Guwahati. It got printed. I felt happy there.
Okay.
And when it came to Guwahati for higher studies, one newspaper invited me to join their staff.
Okay.
I went there. I thought I will join.
Okay.
At the same time, I got another invitation from another journal.
Okay.
That was Bismoy.
All right.
So Bismoy was the highest circulated monthly there, and other newspapers, to be published newspaper, is starting in a very big way.
Okay.
So I first went to that person who invited me for the newspaper.
Okay.
I said that Bismoy is also inviting me to join there. What I should do? So you go to Bismoy, because that is a monthly magazine. You will have ample time for your other works.
Okay.
And you will find a good company.
Okay.
I always prefer good company.
That's important.
Good books and good foods also.
Okay. Right.
So I joined Bismoy.
Okay. So that was the first step.
First step.
All right. Mr. Datta, now we have some of your friends expressing their views about you, and I would like you to take a look at it.
Utpal Datta এজন লেখক আমি কমপ্লিট ৰাইটাৰ বুলি ক'ব খোজো অৱশ্যে তেওঁ সিনেমা সম্পৰ্কীয় লেখা মেলা সিনেমাৰ ক্ৰিটিসিজমৰ কাৰণে বেছি প্ৰখ্যাত অসমত আলোচনীয়ে ব্লগ বাতৰি কাকতে ব্লগ একাধিক লেখক লেখিকাই সিনেমাৰ শুটিং রিপোর্ট চিনেমা সম্পৰ্কীয় গছিপ ইত্যাদি লিখে, আমি পঢ়োঁ, কিন্তু বৰ সুখ নাপাওঁ। প্ৰায়বিলাক লেখাই যেন ডাল। উৎপলৰ লেখাত এটা প্ৰাণৱন্ত ৰূপত আমি সেই একেখিনি কথাই পঢ়িবলৈ পাওঁ। আৰু উৎপল দত্তৰ যোৱা 10 বছৰত এই এটা নিজস্ব ষ্টাইল, নিজস্ব গদ্য ৰীতি যিটো আয়ত্ত কৰিছে, আমি ভাবোঁ ই মানে আমাৰ বাবে বৰ উৎসাহজনক কথা। আৰু এই 10 বছৰত এটা মেচিউৰিটি পাইছে সেই প্ৰতিভাই, আৰু তাৰ পুৰস্কাৰ স্বৰূপে যেটা ৰাষ্ট্ৰীয় সিনেমাৰ ক্ষেত্ৰত এইবাৰ যে ফিল্ম ক্ৰিটিসিজম বা ফিল্মৰ বিষয়ক লেখাৰ বাবে জুৰীৰ বিশেষ পুৰস্কাৰ পালে আমি সকলো তাৰ বাবে আনন্দিত হৈছো আৰু আমি আশা কৰিছো ভৱিষ্যতেও তেওঁৰ পৰা আমি অধিক উন্নত সৃষ্টি পাম আমি তেওঁক আমাৰ শুভকামনা আমি জনাইছো
এয়া আমাৰ সকলোৰে বাবে আসলতে আনন্দৰ বতৰা যেতিয়া নিষ্ঠাৰে কৰা কামৰ বাবে স্বীকৃতি পোৱা যায় সঁচাকৈ ভাল লাগে আৰু উৎপল দত্তও আজি অত বছৰে অতি নিষ্ঠাৰে এই চিত্ৰ সাংবাদিকতাৰ কাম কৰি আহিছে গতিকে সৰ্বভাৰতীয় পৰ্যায়ত তেখেতে স্বীকৃতি পাইছে তাৰ বাবে অকল হয়তো তেখেতেই নহয় আমি সকলোৱে গৌৰৱ অনুভৱ কৰিছো আৰু আনন্দিত হৈছো আৰু তেখেতলৈ মোৰ আন্তৰিক অভিনন্দন যাচিছো
So we have some good things from your friends and former associates. So I'm sure it encourages you a lot,
Definitely.
Hearing from friends gives immense joy. So now we have one of your friends with us in the studio. It's like a surprise for you. I would like to welcome Mr. Hridayananda Gogoi, the assistant editor of Goriyashi. Thank you for joining us, Mr. Gogoi, and your close friend at our studio. You have known him for a few years now, and you have very closely observed his writings on film criticism. What do you think of him as a film critic?
Oh, as a film critic, whenever he writes, so after lot of studies and after getting lot of perspectives, he writes. So whenever we need an article and whenever I ask him to give an article on that subject, sometimes it likes that he preferred one film which I may not prefer, but after giving such reasons, I agree that he will write on that film. So as a critic, his observations are good. It's very brilliant observations, what I should say. And he writes in such a form and I mean elaboration within details and minute observations. So I think it helps the readers immensely
to understand the
whole film.
And do you always agree to what he says as a critic, what he writes?
As a critic, we have some difference in opinions, but whenever he tries to establish his opinion, and if I say that it is okay, then there is no point to disagree with him.
Okay, but there have been moments when you have disagreed and
sometimes because after all it's a product of discussions and ways how he looks and observations how he should put.
So, do you manage to convince him?
No, it's not a matter of management. Because after all, the article must be readable for the readers, quite accessible to the readers, so that on that film, on that particular film, on that particular subjects, whatever he likes to write, that people should get it easily in a very positive way. If it is observed with some negative aspects, he must establish that these are the wrong things which were, featured in that particular film.
Okay, explain why.
Explain, yeah.
And do you get enough feedback from the readers on his
Oh yes,
reports?
on his articles we get feedback.
Okay, and you convey
People's responses are more important.
exactly.
Yeah.
So how do you, respond to those responses? Like, I'm sure you get mixed responses. Not everybody might agree. So, how do you react to that? Like the good and bad both?
For good is inspiring. For those remarks who does not agree to my views, they give me another chance to rethink about my writings.
Okay.
So I must say that for the negative responses,
Yes.
he is also positive.
That's great.
This is positive.
Yeah.
I am positive for the
That's
response.
good.
I am happy when someone reads my article, whether he liked it or he may not
Dislikes
like it.
But the important thing
Importantly,
is
he has read my
Read
article.
it.
I am happy with that. I am happy with it always.
that's right.
There are so many things to read, but he has chosen my one to
So
read.
out of all negativities, he can develop his own positivity.
That's great. But Mr. Critic, how would you criticize Utpal Datta?
He is a simple, honest, sincere critic.
Okay.
But out of
apart
that, I
from
would
that-
like to add another sentence. He is
Yes.
dedicated in his
Dedicated.
profession.
Definitely.
Thank you so much.
But
I must thank all my readers, all the editors who has published my
supported you all
writings,
these years, yeah.
who have encouraged me to go through in this line.
Right.
I bow with profound reverence.
Okay. And the Utpal Datta who is apart from Utpal Datta, apart from criticism and writing and photography and the person without all these creative skills, how would you describe him?
He is a very simple man.
I agree, but apart from that,
He likes to keep his age at 21 plus.
that's great.
He wants to be your friend.
Sure,
right.
he's everybody's friend.
Everybody's
anyway.
friend.
Okay, now we cannot really let you go without letting our viewers hear one of your poems. I would like to know what are the subjects that inspire you to write poetry, and then I would like you to recite one of your favorite poems.
Mostly I write poem on the different aspect and colors and smell of love. I wrote one poem, Long Drive.
Okay.
It was published in his journal Goryohi.
Okay.
Later it translated to the English, and it created sensation among some readers.
Great.
It was a poem, extramarital affairs.
All
It's
right.
not a simple love poem.
Okay.
The poem goes like this. তুমি আৰু মই লং ড্ৰাইভত গৈ আছো, এৰি থৈ আহিছো চহৰৰ সমস্ত কোলাহল।
তুমি নাথাকিলে চিনাকি চহৰখন মুহূৰ্ততে অচিনাকি হৈ যায়। বিলবোৰ্ড আৰু হাই ৰাইজৰ চহৰখন চাপৰ হৈ যায়। ধোঁৱাই নে বৰষুণে মচি নিয়ে আবেলিৰ স্কাই লাইনৰ নক্ষত্ৰ দীপ্তি। হালধীয়া পোহৰ বিলোৱা খিৰিকীবোৰত কোনোবাই ঢালি দিয়ে কজলা চিয়াহী। আকাশলৈ বুকু মেলি থকা বিশাল হৰ্ডিংবোৰত উজলি ৰয় মাথো দুটাই শব্দ, তুমি নাই, তুমি নাই।